You know, there's one passage in Matthew about the saints. Saints who woke up from the graves and started walking in the town. Hundreds of them. Yes? Hundreds of them. No, wait, he's recording me only, not you. Just don't record him.
Yeah, I'm not recording him.
So, listen.
Is Christianity so weak?
Come on, man. I'm just making my point. Okay, let me make the point and then you go.
You're scared of Christianity?
Yeah, no.
You are?
I'm not, yeah, because we're discussing about belief.
Okay. Why are you so scared?
I don't have it proved.
Are you so scared?
I'm not scared.
It's okay, Saeed, if he doesn't want to.
I don't want to come.
Okay. Listen. You know, in Matthew,
they're weak.
In Matthew, we're saying, don't get so true.
These Christians are so scared of camera. I'm not even recording it.
In the game, bro. Right? So you're using Bacardi, it's just nonsense.
So why are you using it?
I'm using Ibn Ishaq because it's all rubbish, but this is the best of the rubbish that I've got, mate.
Right? And who told you that?
Context.
I studied it, scholarship.
Let him explain.
Okay.
Muhammad ordered the murder. Another young girl named Sarah was trampled to death mercilessly by a mounted soldier dispatched by Muhammad after she insulted him. Page 551. Another young girl named Sarah was trampled to death mercilessly by mounted soldiers. Muhammad ordered the Another young girl named Sarah was trampled to death mercilessly by mounted soldiers dispatched by Muhammad after she insulted him. Page 551 of Ibn Ishaq. Okay. Next thing. When you're talking about the Old Testament, did you notice he talks of it as if it's inspired? So I'm glad you think it's inspired. So stop attacking the Bible and say it's been corrupted.
I don't think you're listening to me.
I am listening.
I don't think you're listening to me.
Let him explain.
I said Paul said it. I said Paul said it. For you it's inspired.
Go on, no heckling.
I'm listening to you.
Come on, let him speak.
Adam, I'm listening to you. I never interrupted you. That's right. You're interrupting.
You can interrupt me to understand.
No.
Or if I'm lying, if I'm misrepresenting facts, you can interrupt me. I permit you.
Adam, this is Hamza style.
Okay.
We're doing scholarship.
So we're not doing scholarship. So far there hasn't been any scholarship. So far there hasn't been any scholarship.
Let him finish.
You're interrupting.
Carry on.
And you've made a lot of points.
Carry on.
You went all through the Old Testament about violence. Here's two words for you. Is it descriptive or prescriptive? Is it descriptive or prescriptive?
Both.
No, it's not prescriptive for us today. Okay? Jesus is the prescription for us today. And Jesus, though he went into the temple, he never ever killed anybody. He never ever entered into a battle.
Sword.
Right? He never. Yeah, well, if you're going through a valley and people are going to rob you and rape you and attack you, you can have a sword to protect you. That was a normal thing.
You're making a point. You're making a point.
That's right.
He never entered a battle. He went to the lepers. He went to the prostitutes. He went to the poor, and he demonstrated his love. Muhammad was a warrior. He came into Mecca riding on a horse, and he rode with thousands of men. And he was in battle after battle after battle. And if you're saying in those battles that he never had any blood on his hands, he was completely innocent, well, I just think you're living in Klakukawan. One last thing. It says, Asman bint Marwan was slaughtered by one of Muhammad's soldiers solicited by him. Her crime, writing poetry that insulted him. She left behind 5 orphans. His comment after hearing the deed was done says, this is Muhammad, 2 goats will not butt their heads together at her passing. Page 676 of the life of Muhammad in Ibn Ishaq.
Okay.
Listen. When we look at the life of Muhammad, it is Godfather #1. Period. When you look at the life of Jesus, it's love, because he came to die on that cross for us.
So I can't believe I'm hearing this. I really cannot believe this, because I already clarified that what he's reading from is clearly downloaded from internet. It's a page he has printed. Okay, he's talking about scholarship. You couldn't be funnier than that. Seriously, you couldn't be funnier than that. You have a page in front of you, you highlight it, you downloaded it from internet, and just because you don't have anything else to talk about now, I gave him something a lot. Now his camera has run out, or his battery is run out.
Technical difficulties, we apologize.
No problem.
Stand by. So
no
sorry,
problem.
Adnan. I do apologize. I'm so sorry.
It tends to
I'm so
happen.
embarrassed.
It
I
tends
am
to
so
happen
embarrassed.
when I'm talking. No problem, no problem. We're going to go to your scholarship. Is it rolling? Yeah, are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah. Okay. So now my friend here, Jason, talked about scholarship. So far, what I've seen is internet scholarship, which is not actually scholarship. Scholarship is what I gave you. Bukhari is an authentic, accepted source of the Muslims. When I quoted from Bukhari, gave him something a lot worse than he's quoting, and made my point clear that as to why the Prophet of Islam was doing exactly what previous prophets did to their enemies, he doesn't have anything to say on that. Instead, what he says is Bukhari is not trustworthy. What I'm using is trustworthy because I'm using it. And I'm telling him, we as Muslims, don't tell the Christians to go and choose our sources for us. We choose our sources for ourselves because we know what is authentic and what is not. Right? Like if I was to come with the Gospel of Judah today and say, Gospel of Judah is your gospel. Your gospels, 4 gospels are rubbish. They are not acceptable. You have to accept the Gospel of Judah or you're being inconsistent. He would tell me to get lost. And I wouldn't blame him for doing that because that's inconsistent. Our sources are what? The Muslims. Our sources are Quran.
Guys, I'm gonna go live on my other channel, my main one.
Bukhari and Muslim.
Check it out.
And there is plenty, because he hasn't read Bukhari, he doesn't know what's there. He could find a lot more than that. He could find a lot more of the Prophet's